Hi guys, welcome to your weeklies, April 1st to 14th. I again decided to go to 2-week format because you're going to soon get dealing with your ex and on and off relationships, and that's going to be lots of work. Also join Facebook to qualify for a free reading, and I wanted to share a video testimonial I got.
Thank you. Corey's reading was brilliant. Krista's reading was brilliant. My readings have been brilliant. And you gave Corey so much time, and you've given me so much time, and Krista. And we're very, very grateful, Kat. You are full of love and wisdom, and I love your realness. I don't like fake or just positive. I like the truth, and sometimes the truth's not very nice, but that's all right with me. And I love that about you.
Here's my pesky.
She's in better sleep already. You're a really, really beautiful human being and lovely soul. And I'm so happy we got to connect in. I think you're just the best. I love your way. But I just did want to connect in and say thank you, love you, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. You're just incredible. And you brought Corey a lot of peace and hope with your reading. And you were spot on with Krista. It's great. Lots and lots and lots of love, and lots and lots and lots of thanks. And be well, be happy. Yeah, love you. Bye.
And the weekly winner is Aqua, followed with Pisces, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Hi guys, what I'm going to do in front of you, we are going to break the deck together. We're going to shuffle it for the first reading. So this is now a new edition. It is called Tarot of Pagan Cats. I was really debating for a while if I really want to buy it or not. I was not sure. I did previously purchase the Tarot of Cat People. That didn't really resonate with me that well. Kind of like had a very Middle Eastern theme that I have to study further. This deck that I have been using resonates a lot with me. I think the paintings are absolutely lovely. This is the Tarot of Mythic Cats, so I'm going to use this one as well today. But we are going to break in the Tarot of Pagan Cats, which you can tell are still in the order as it is. So let's shuffle them together, and this is for all the new readers, which is now I'm entering the third month, actually just beginning the third month of the channel. The first month had 500 subscribers. Now it's basically over 3,000. So the energies are really, pressure is on, so the decks have to be cleaned to accumulate all those energies, and it's going to be getting harder and harder because there'll be many stories. And look at the lovely cat on the bottom. And here we had pause. So okay, so let's start for weekly readings for Cat Tarot channel. So how is that? It couldn't be a little more personal than that. Weekly readings for Cat Tarot. So as you can tell, they are all upright now. So what I basically do, I kind of mess them up. And some of you don't really like upright, reverse positions. And I have been like that. I've been reading tarot initially just in the upright position, but I have changed since. And in fact, I just can't imagine reading it without the upright cards. Without reverse cards, because they tell you so much. Otherwise, the life cannot be rosy all the time. I'm just actually noticing they have a faint blue around, so that's kind of cute because the blue is also my channel color. I'm not really crazy about the back, but hey, I really like the I like the messages they were sending. Like really good job on the cards. So now we have reversed and upright. They're mixed together, and they can actually give me a much better take. So I'm going to start in the orders of basically signs who actually click the most. So please click, like, and comment, because now it's more than 3,000 of you. I really want to know how you experience this. Also, I want to mention to everybody that I did get some feedback, and even though this is a weekly, if you're landing on this at some later time, that means it's meant for you. That means this is something that you need to hear. Also, some people heard this actually being transferred or translated to some different segments of their life, and that is also very important, because with all these energies that are coming to you toward 3,000 people. So just imagine if all of you are also bringing your partner with it, and maybe sometimes a third party. It can be as much as 9,000 people that I'm trying to basically accumulate the energy. So I'm feeling the pressure. That's why I'm getting a new deck to kind of get some clarity and cleaning, etc., etc., right? So this is what I do after each reading. Just try to get this crystal to accumulate any negative energy, so move on to the next side. And I'm not a big believer in crystals and any kind of fruit things either, right? Okay, guys, let's go. I'm starting, and within the next few days, you're all going to get your readings done. And don't forget checking out, because my exes and on and off relationships are coming out a few days right after that. So stay tuned. Hi Aries, welcome to your weeklies. Actually, this is covering 2 weeks. So I wish happy birthday to all of you who didn't have birthday already. So let's see, what do you have on the bottom of each deck that I have pre-shuffled. You have 5 of chalices reversed. So somebody's really, really sad. You feel everything is lost. However, there is a hope. There is a hope. Which way? Was I can think this way? Yeah, soulmate. You feel it was your soulmate. So that's why you are mourning something. But, you know, it says servant and fortune underneath, and then it has a fire queen, which is you, right? So you're losing your mojo over something, and you are feeling very sad, and this is exactly the same card over here. So Aries, you're so sad. How dare they do to you for your birthday? So let's tackle one thing. And by the way, this was a jumper, so I kind of like wanted to read that one for you. So let's tackle all 3 decks at the same time, all four, and see where we go this month. Sorry, this 2 weeks, because the monthly was just released last week. And also for those of you who are dealing with exes or relationships that are undefined, or you want to get better definition, within a week I'm releasing Dealing with the Ex series. Okay, so let me see over here. What do I see? Fire energy, earth energy, sky energy, fire energy. Okay, this is a good mix. I like the mix of it. I do like the mix. So you feel that you have to make a decision about some union. You're hoping for it, and you are fearing it at the same time. And there is that somebody from the past, right? So that was this soulmate card that you had. And this is going to be the flavor of the 2 weeks for you guys. You're willing to wait for it. You're like reminiscing about the good times that you have. And knowing you, Aries, how much forward you charge, in spite of you sort of like losing your mojo and feeling a little bit defeated, which you actually do feel defeated. Just pull it up a little bit. You'll still want to forge ahead. Like, I mean, this is what is really good about your sign, that you you can be on the bottom and you still cannot be defeated. You're still going to charge ahead. So let me double it up, and so that way we can see more. So now you can also see the difference between layers in tarot, and also how the difference between 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes is in a reading, because each layer gives a little bit more of a peel, and we kind of like find out a little bit more. And you can see sometimes one thing can be interpreted one way, but then the more information you have, the more you know, right? So shadow from the top of the mountain looks different than shadow exactly where you look at it. So let's see the starting point for you. Yeah, it is some kind of decision, right? So you want to feel pampered. You want to feel to be on the top, that romantic, emotional, balance everything, right? But this is even getting to the point of being unhealthy, right? This is like haughtiness, but this is kind of pride, looking this way, which kind of like is just too much. Yeah, we do know you're pretty, we do know this is it, but this could be also the very thing that kind of it kind of like repels other people from you. Sometimes like your energy, which is so strong, can be too strong for some other people and to deal with. So this is basically coupled with Ten of Earth reversed, which kind of like is a loss of some kind of commitment, or fear of the commitment is not really strong. And you have Four of Chalices, right? Nothing is really right. So the kitty here would drink the milk and stuff, and look, even the little turtle is coming and bringing, okay, well, we didn't like this, take this. It's a nice spring blossom. It's like right now in the northern hemisphere, we are in the spring. But, it's taking things for granted, or somebody took things for granted. And so I see on one side aggressive energy, on the other side sad energy, sides, right? Somebody, right? So the commitment is not there, right? And the commitment slipped out, and you're trying to grasp how to deal with that. And this is maybe why you lost this mojo and why you're so sad, right? So these are these two cards, and then doubled up here again, the same card over here underneath, right? But underneath the other one is hope. So the day has to eventually raise, right? So that's what will happen. So now let's see what you brought here from the past 2 weeks. So you kind of like had arguing with someone. Look, there is arguing, Six of Sky, and somebody really always wants to kind of have the last word. And at some point, somebody just had enough. Somebody just walked away. It was enough, and even though it was enough, you're still feeling this really strongly, and you still want to make a light out of it, right? So there is this like still charge that you have inside of you, not to really believe your own eyes here. What else is basically happening here? Like this is in the past for a fire, that union that kind of like shines this like really big light, but this light reflects in all directions, and this is coupled with Queen of Wands reversed. So again, we have another Queen of Wands reversed. So yeah, that relationship took so much energy away from you. So this is fire energy, this is fire energy, that, right? It's just like you just feel powerless. You feel even fickle. You feel, jumping into something that maybe is not going to be a big promise, something that just has an appearance, just to kind of soothe all these things that you're going through, right? Let me just see clarification. Yes, you kind of like do feel sad about it. There is melancholy about it, right? So let's see here regarding this thing. Yeah, you see, again, you want to get to the journey. You want this journey. You want to come back here. You walked away. You want to come back. You want the sunshine back. You want to go back to this journey. So let's see what basically is karmic lesson pushing you through these 2 weeks. Yeah, you do want to win. But Aries, you don't win in love. If you make somebody come back to you, look, this is everybody glorifying you. And we had that pride, remember, in the very base. And this is what this all talks about. In relationships, okay, well, this is my take on it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. In relationships, there are no winners and there are no losers. So when it comes to the point where you are not seeing an eye to eye with someone, and you see there is this choice again, there is sort of like this path, where do I go? And I don't know if you notice here, there is like one wand is tied to it. So there is still some kind of tie with the past, and yet there is a promise of the future and a new kind of life out there, but it's still standing in the middle of the two worlds. And so you feel that by standing still and thinking through it, somehow these things will happen, right? And come to your service, and somebody will open the door for you. But in relationships, you well, there is a point of, let's say, calling it quits. There is a point. And even if you're a winner, what does that mean? You get all these goodies, you get all these toys, you get people kind of like see you and scream accolades at you, and it can happen overnight. Because once when you're in that position, everybody wants to knock you down. Once when you show smug or aggressiveness or pride, that moment you're changing your karma, and your karma is turning left. Like if you're on a horse and you just like put this horse toward left or toward right, you're changing your direction, or somebody else will change it as a result of your actions. So when you have somebody with such basically high speed like you guys do, because like fire signs are like airplanes, they move very fast, and you are the fastest airplane among the fire signs because you're like first sign, then things can happen. So going back to this long intro to what I wanted to tell you, in relationships you really have to be humble. The maturity is where you can talk, and you can talk about your feelings. You can say, look, I have lost this mojo, and I'm hoping for this. Go to this person. Go to this. Open your heart. And this is who I am. So what can this person do? A, they can laugh at you. They can reject you. And that's what we fear. But guess what? At least you know where you are. And if they laugh at you, they're not mature. And you should consider yourself really lucky. And if they reject you, hopefully they'll tell you why. And it might not be you. It might be something completely else, right? So here we are seeing Earth Queen, and we are seeing Wands. So this is something pragmatic, and I'm wondering here if it could be third person here. It could be. Because we are having somebody showing up, and somebody wondering what they should do with this third person, right? So are the ships sailing in or sailing out? And do you want to sail away with this person? In this deck, the ships are actually sailing out. In most decks, the ships are sailing in. So it tells me, do you really want to sail out with this person, right? Yeah, look. Isn't this the same thing? Waiting? They're sailing out and you're waiting for that to come in. So it sounds to me you're waiting on somebody here or something. And that waiting was here as well. So let's see. How do you feel about yourself? You feel you want to wait. And you feel strong. You feel you can continue waiting. And look at this lovely, the kitty cat is like conquering the pretty doggy over here. And yeah, look, you have now 3 cats. And that could be false. It could be that waiting is never going to bear fruits. I guess you guys are not famous for being patient. This is why it surprises me how much effort you're putting over here. How you basically denying yourself to be you. You have twice Queen of Wands reversed. This is you. So literally somebody turned your life upside down. And maybe it is something you cannot comprehend. And this is when you want to fight for. But you have to acknowledge that maybe this person is not so perfect. Because with you guys, you are chasing people when you like them. But when you don't like them or when something happens, you disappear. So how others see you, exactly, look, others see you want to chase somebody. You want to give everything to someone. There's Lover's card over here. And like, I mean, and it's really important for you, like you when you feel something for somebody, you feel everything. You want to be their friend, you want to be their lover, you want to be the sun of their lives. And that's how people see you, like that you have this energy. But fears and hopes is kind of very interesting, because you're hoping for this relationship and you're fearing to kind of like get this silence, kind of radio silence, right? That child. There is somebody who is on your mind heavily. There was somebody who was here in the past. Here, I see this Queen of Wands twice. So that means somebody took away your power and you're mourning it. And somebody else might be reappearing over here. Because somebody could have been going through the thought process over here. Or it could be you starting something completely new and a new love affair after thinking through it. And again, like there is reminiscing energy, and again we have Queen of Pentacles, right? This is this person here. So I don't know if there is a new person, 3 and 3, like, and there is reminiscing about the past, or was it somebody who you were with who had these qualities of being very down to earth, very pragmatic, somebody who almost like has a motherly energy, who is going to take care of you, that your shoes are tied up, that you know you don't have a spot on your skirt, that you know that is going to ask you, are you hungry? We have been out for, I don't know, 5 hours and you haven't complained, right? So it is like, yeah, so see, it's a thought, it's undecided energy. It's sort of like waiting. Did we not have that somewhere? Yeah, it's like sort of like, right, what do I do, in which direction do I go, right? So yours is a really mixed reading. I really cannot tell here. And I see that you are trying to create, you're really trying to create your own destiny. And all the power to you, because you see you have this two of Wands over here as well. This is kind of like that energy of charging forward, right? And kind of like finding this decision, what you want. You have it there, then you have it here, then you have it here, right? Then you have the Lover's card, and you are not allowing to be defeated. At the same time, you're going through this enormous sadness, and you're still fighting for this person. So I just want to see here, because you are reminiscing, you'll be reminiscing and hoping for the next 2 weeks about this person, and the others see how much you're giving. I just want to see maybe a little bit clarification. I want to see this clarification on this Queen of Wands. Why is it that way? Yeah, like the situation is not clear to you, and it could be some kind of reputation issue. Could be again, I think it goes back to this pride that you feel this is your ego. Yeah, of course, you're Aries. It's the ego thing for you, and you literally need to be stopped with a big bang in your head in order to stop. So you are not allowing things to happen as long, I guess, as you feel that there is a chance. You are chasing it. And the sadness is because you really did see that as a soul, this person as a soulmate. You did see a potential, or there is something from your past that you're still mourning, that kind of like was a potential that you're trying to chase. So let me just pull a few of these oracle cards, because please give me in the comments what is going on here. Why are you guys chasing it? Why is there such a big crossroad? You know you're on crossroad, so why are you not taking left? Why you're taking right? Or how many of you will take left? And why? What is so special about this person? Why you're chasing it? This is somebody from the past. And is any of you going to take that road of humbling yourself and kind of like instead of being the winner, bringing, because in this card we don't know which one you are. Why don't you be the one just basically bringing the stuff and saying, you know, opening your heart. Okay, so bring me one card of advice. I just want one, not to confuse you more, because this, from all the scopes, this one is the inconclusive one and showing this power. So I said one and it gave me two. There you go. Heart-to-heart conversations, right? This is how I talk about it. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. a new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this is coming up. So here we had new love. So even though somebody new will appear, you are still going to actually continue, because this is something, a goal, and that's why this is in your lessons, right? Make a decision, see if this is servicing you, and I think if you have a heart-to-heart conversation, that you might realize that you're idolizing this person, and that maybe you really don't feel what you think you feel. Because that's the funny thing about brains. We are wired this way in order to survive. We do forget bad things really quickly. Otherwise, we would not be able to live these lives, because almost majority of things that happen to us are not that nice. So this is why when we separate from someone, we kind of reminisce and think about good things and forget about bad things. We in fact would even punish ourselves to think bad things. But do me a favor. Spend at least one evening just thinking about bad things this person did to you. Write them down and see if you still want to be with this person, right? So, at the very least, have this heart-to-heart conversation. Aries, you'll have interesting 2 weeks. I really would like to know from you in comments what's going on. And private readings are available. Clarify it. Looking forward to hearing back from you guys. I love you. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weeklies, and I have pre-shuffled the cards already, so let's jump right in. So this was the Pauper soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Seven of Pentacles. Something is worth waiting for, and yet you have Earth Tom reversed. So this is your energy, Capricorn, and this is your energy. So this is somehow feeling not protected, and something is ending. Okay, so let's jump right in the reading and see what is this all about. I'll try to give you a little better view, bird eye view, and see what is on your mind. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas in a row. Sheesh. It's going to be five major arcanas. Oh my gosh, it's going to be major. Capricorn, this will be major. You do want to be this charismatic, sexy thing. I know that you on the outside, you look like really kind of innocent, all well put together, but you have this enormous passion underneath. And however, you currently don't feel in control. There are some lessons for you. You need to kind of like reinvent yourself. You absolutely do. So there are endings over here. There are endings that are calling for you for here. And if you don't do it yourself, karma will shake you up. You have the Tower coming out here. Okay, so let's double it up with this new deck. And we'll triple it up, and then we will see what's going on here. Whoa, oh my gosh, this is happening everywhere. So 10, give me a break. 20, and this is 10. Endings. You are going to start clearing the house of something. So there will be some kind of ending for you. So let's jump in. So I told you, you kind of like want to kind of get your mojo back, the charisma, passion, lovability, and this is some kind of commitment here, right? It is kind of like coupled with it, right? And yeah, you're longing for it. And this is crossed with kind of secrets. Look, you have the starry sky and the moon, right? So there is a hope for things to work out, and yet you somehow feel, you know, sometimes we really want to hope things will work out, but sometimes we fear that they won't. So that's kind of a feeling that you're having here. Yeah, that's you over here. Look, it is you. So literally kind of like having these big eyes, right? But in this case, this is encouraging, sort of like telling you to forge ahead. So let's see what's what's the base of the question, what you brought with you, right? So you do feel that kind of little past experiences where that you're out of control, and yet you want this relationship, right? So kind of like the question is like, there you go, if what kind of role do you play in the relationship? Do you have control? Do you not have a control? Is it coming to you naturally? This doesn't have to mean wife and a child. It could mean if you're married, then you're going to be you're seeking complete renewal in the relationship, or in renegotiation, you're realizing that control in a relationship is futile. Or if you're not a wife, then you really want a relationship that is completely based on emotion, that doesn't have to have this controlling aspect in it. Why here in the past you were trying to create things, right? And creation of this tribe brought you unhappiness. Like you have this 5 of Cups, like from cat magic to 5 of Cups, right? Being spilled, and it's some milk, and it brought you sadness, and it cut somebody out of life. Like there was some communication that just absolutely stopped. So this is what happens when you control. It kind of sometimes explodes in your face. So Capricorn, the karmic lessons, look, you need to resurrect something. Is this you? Is this a past relationship? Is this kind of like willingness to work going somewhere? Because you did have, you're willing to be patient, and here it was sort of like turning your life upside down. So you have here Knight of Chalices, right? So you need to resurrect. Something inside of you has to die. Something has to start for you to be this knight in the shining armor, for you to either be or to be able to accept that energy, right? Look, so that energy is coming your way, but not before something dies. So that something dies has to be that looks like hurt that we still have buried, that you still have buried inside of you, that you're carrying the baggage. If not the real person, it's the baggage that has to go. So right in front of you, look, you have this hope for this new thing that works out, and yet that very thing can actually bring you enormous heartache, and it might not really be the one, right? It might not be that soulmate, but the passion is here, and passion sometimes brings hurt. So I think what this combination tells you here is that there are no guarantees, right? There is no kind of a gift that can actually make up for it, and you have to try, right? You have to try, because this rainbow gives you a different reflection each and every time, right? And this can mean three-party situation. This can mean very mental energy, where you feel really tormented, where you feel your heart is being pierced, where you feel like literally like you're being caught in the rain, and it's uncomfortable to a point of really, really piercing you. And this is kind of intellectual energy that goes through your head, but this one goes through your heart. So this actually, it's much easier to deal with, even though it feels louder than this one. But you left this one in the past. You meant your heart already, and you may have cut somebody off from the past, but there is still residual energy. So almost like you have, almost like a highway, it feels like. In one lane, you're still feeling sadness. In another lane, you were so strong that you did cut somebody off. But on the other lane, you kind of like feel unsure, like that's the slow lane. Where do I go? Do I still wait? And what if I turn left or right? In one lane, you're still dealing with this heartache, right? So how you actually really feel, you do feel that you're a little bit out of balance, but at the same time you're confused, because you actually do feel happy, you feel uplifted, you feel positive. So this heartache over here tells me, it was a learning lesson. It's something that you need to finish. It's a baggage that you need to shake off, right? Because you see, this new positivity is going to open doors for you. So how others see you, lovely. And I mean, this is also ending of something. So you might be ending this baggage. You might realize which things don't work here. Because look, here, either, remember I said, like, either you're going to end it like you had this death over here, or it's going to be ended for you. But after that, look, you have commitment. So if you have somebody in your life, that person is not the one, most likely. This person is not having this flavor. And look, this underneath is the priest. And it's the saying, like, right? This is the combination. And look, you have a 7 of Earth here as well. There's a third one. It's the same card of waiting. So it looks like you're waiting for something to happen. And this could be about the seriousness of a relationship, and this relationship that you are in, or quality of relationships that you had so far, didn't have that flavor, didn't have enough, let's say, bricks to build a house, and they were falling short, and you almost started to believe that this is how relationships are, and this is not how relationships are. It's just like sort of on which karmic level we are. And you are asked in these 2 weeks to actually kill that thought of what relationship should be, and kind of move toward commitment and really ask for everything. Like, you see, this is asking for a knight in the shining armor, and be willing to go through the journey, because this card is also journey. This is like planting a seed. You have done lots of work already, but the work didn't come to fruition. Still, it's a way to go. And the others see you that this is in sight. So you're on 7 level, you have to get to 10, and something has to be buried. Like, you really have to shake up of everything, because you do not want to, look, faithfulness, everything is there, but you will either in these 2 weeks do it yourself, or it's going to be a big shakedown for you, after which literally it's going to be the storm, and after that the sunshine. And the beautiful sunshine with this beautiful lush greenery, and it's going to make you wonder, like, why didn't I do it? But it's much easier if you do it yourself, and it's also bigger self-respect. But in any case, you're ending up in the same. Karma is not allowing you this time to choose. Literally, you have a very short window of opportunity to do it yourself. And look, it might even be the old partner. Maybe this is what this is all about. Somebody you cut out, somebody you walked away, somebody who you, I actually don't like this. I really don't like this. I wouldn't advise to go back to the old partner unless they have changed significantly, because you have tens, you have death, you have tower everywhere. And now this is going back. Now this is bad judgment and reunion. So maybe you're fearing that you're going to end up making a bad judgment with a new person. Maybe you want to go back because it's familiar. Maybe this is who you're waiting for. Maybe this explains now why you have this weird things from reunion with someone to heartache with someone, right? Willing for commitment. Maybe that was all there was, that kind of you had conversation with someone about commitment and they were not on the same page with you, and now they're coming around and being loyal, but after you literally were ready to walk away and just saying, you know what, I don't care, this is what it is, and I'm planning to do this way. You are either with me or not with me. Because look, again, another 10, fire will fly, this is kind of like, what do I want, right? Do I want any of that, right? So it could be that somebody, and it's Mercury retrograde, somebody will come back to your life, knock on your door, or that you'll try to get into somebody else's life, and it's going to be the same old, and that's maybe why you'll have the tower, because it's going to remind you, right? So now this makes sense. It's going to remind you why you felt you had no control over that relationship. I said it to another sign. You know what? Brain is wired this way for us to survive. That we really kind of like forget bad things really, really quickly. That's why this pain, this level is a good teacher, because it really goes deep inside And this goes deep inside to teach us, right? And we forget things very quickly after something. We kind of reminisce and we idolize. This is how we survive. The brain is wired to be positive, and this is what you have here. So don't mistake positive with good. Sometimes some people are meant to be left in the past. Try to dwell one evening on the negative things that you had with that person and ask yourself if you want to be with them. Also, of course, we all change karma. Like, karma is predestined only on the inception on this planet. Every single thing we do or somebody else does, this is changing. So if you're riding a horse, you're going to the point, it's going to go straight unless something jumps in left or right when the karma is changing. So keep that in mind, that if this person comes back, you do want to check out this person to make sure they have actually changed significantly to the point to provide you this cup. And if so, then remember the control is futile, that you will never have a control, right? So if somebody cheated on you, you will never have a guarantee, but they have to provide you with transparency. They have to do their job. Otherwise, you will never feel that you did actually move your karma like a few steps forward. So this was a pauper honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So it's going to be this uplifting energy, but it's sort of like superficial energy. It's not a grounded energy. It's sort of like where you really hope for the best from this person. It's like almost accepting and expecting the best in them. But we people come as a mixture. We're not black or white. We are sort of those 50 shades of gray, but not as in that horrible movie that I really hope you didn't like. Sorry, didn't want to express my opinion, but I like women to be in control, but in a good way. I like us not to be the ones being on the receiving end, but be the ones who are going and charging ahead, and my whole readings are dedicated to that. So Capricorn, okay, we got more messages than we wanted, but I'll take it. Finances and career, this is so you, Capricorn. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yes, you deserve love, you're lovable, yes you do. Deception, this is what we were talking about. Are you self-deceiving yourself? Someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship. Be careful of the gifts, right? Where did we have that gift? Did we not have this gift here? I guess not. But be careful of the gifts, because this person might come back with a hat in their hand and will change back to their merry ways when they're like infiltrated back in. So be really careful of that, because this reunion here came with judgment reverse. So this is something from the past that they have not learned, or you have not learned. So be very clear on which things you're not going to tolerate, which not. Do not deceive yourself. Do not hope things will work out when they want. So Capricorn, please let me know in comments how is your month progressing. I would like to know what decisions and what paths you take, because you have lots of tens. It's going to be really intense. And also, if you're dealing with the ex, dealing with the X series are coming out, so check them out as well, so we can see also what kind of frame of mind they have, to see if they really changed or they haven't. And private readings are available. Special is still there. You get 30 minutes for $30, not $20 as the regular price. So take advantage of it. And when you're in, you get coupons, and then you get a discount from that point on. So take care, Capricorn. Hope to hear from you, and I really am appreciating your support. And until the further note, I love you.